Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome to my channel. So, today we are gonna see, what if Boa Hancock fall in love with Naruto, part 2, subscribe if you enjoy the video, let's start the story. Naruto woke up in a room. He was on a bed covered in sheets. He looked around the room and saw about 4 beds. If he had to guess, he was in a hospital. There was a lot of medic stuff in the room. Then he remembered what happened. There was something wrong with him and he had no clue how to figure it out. He missed being home and he missed his friends. He remembered Tiger telling him about how there was a lost history 800 years ago that no one knew about. Was that his time? He needed to find out what happened to everyone. He got up out of the bed and noticed some new clothes. He had black pants and a blue shirt on. He picked up a coat that looked like his old one, but it was black. Then he walked out of the room and saw a woman with red hair. She bowed to him. "I'm so glad you feel better, Naruto-san." Naruto raised an eyebrow at her. She didn't look like a nurse that worked in the hospital. "Who are you?" "My name is Meyer and I'm the doctor of this ship," she answered. Naruto nodded. "Whose ship is this?" "This ship belongs to Doflamingo-sama," she stated. "Oh? Then you must be Doflamingo's," Naruto asked with a smile. She widened her eyes at him. "Please don't say things like that to Naruto-san. Doflamingo-sama might kill me if he hears you say that." Naruto had a question on his face. "I don't understand. You are his doctor, right?" Meyer nodded her head. "Doflamingo-sama owns me. I can never be his dot. Should I trust Doflamingo? He doesn't even think of his own crew as his dot," thought Naruto. "How is Crocodile? He will live. I replaced his hand with a hook and he will have that large scar on his face." Naruto widens his eyes. "You mean there is nothing you can do?" "That's all I can do. Just to warn you, Naruto-san, he is in a very bad mood," warned Meyer. Naruto nodded. "Can you show me where they are?" She nodded and led the way. Naruto walked in the room and saw Doflamingo sitting in a chair in the middle of the room. Doflamingo had a big smile on his face. "I'm glad you upvoted, Naruto-kun. You've been sleeping for 5 days." Naruto widens his eyes at him. "Dang. So Meyer was telling me that this ship can go underwater." "That's true, it can do that," he said. "How in the world did you get this kind of ship?" questioned Naruto. Fufu. "I'm a business pirate. Let's just say I own a lot of things," explained the laughing Doflamingo. Naruto nodded and saw a crocodile nearby sitting on a chair. "Are you okay?" "I will be after I kill Whitebeard," stated Crocodile. "I'm sorry I failed." Crocodile cut him off. "Don't worry about it. They were weaklings. I will never have weak people again." Naruto raised an eyebrow. He could tell the crocodile has changed somehow. Crocodile was smoking his cigar. "The fight with Whitebeard opened my eyes. I was weak also. I'm going to disappear for a while and train to become stronger. It's something I need to do alone." Naruto nodded. "Very well. There is something I need to find out about the past. Do any one of you know anything about history?" "Can't say I do. All I know is that the 22 kings made the world government. Other than that I have no clue," answered Doflamingo. "Right now we are heading to an island. When we get there I'm leaving," stated Crocodile. Naruto sighed at that. "If that's what you want to do, who am I to stop you?" A few days later they arrived on Saboady archipelago. Crocodile shook Naruto's hand. "We are still. I see you around, Naruto." Naruto smiled at him. "Take care of yourself, shishi. But that crocodile left." "Sorry, Crocodile left," said a smiling Doflamingo. Naruto glanced at him. "Maybe he just smiles all the time." "Thanks, but it's okay. I have something I need to take care of, Doflamingo." "Of course. I have business in this town myself," stated Doflamingo as he handed him a small den mushi. Lucky Crocodile already told Naruto what a den mushi was. "What's this for?" questioned Naruto. Doflamingo smiled at him. "Contact me if you need, Naruto-kun. After all, we are Namaka." Fufu. Naruto smiled and shook his hand. Shishi. "That's right. You could join up with me, but I have a feeling you're going to say no, fufu," said a laughing Doflamingo. Naruto nodded. "Sorry, but I have my own goals in mind. I'm going to find out what happened in the past." Doflamingo smirked at Naruto as he walked away. "That man will bring the new year." Naruto was walking through a town that was located on Grove 28. He really liked the Saboady archipelago. Then he saw a building that had a sign that said bar. He started to walk over there, but he fell on his knees and started to cough up blood. He looked at the blood on his hand. "Well, that's not good. Are you okay?" spoke a voice. Naruto looked over and saw the weirdest human he had ever seen. He looked like an ugly man trying to become a woman. He was really tall and had the biggest head Naruto has ever seen. He had a blue afro and his eyebrows were even thicker than Guy and Lee's eyebrows, if that was possible. He had a white cloak on and couldn't see what he was wearing. "What are you?" questioned Naruto. Then he widened his eyes. He didn't mean to say that. It just came out. The man didn't seem to be mad at him. Phew. It's okay. People called me a lot worse. I'm glad you asked me that question. He said as he stood up and did a pose. I'm the greatest Akama in the world, Emporio Ivankov. You can call me Iva for short. Naruto widens his eyes at that. Crocodile talked about him and said he was really strong. Ivankov looked excited. Oh, you heard of me, that's good news. Phew. Naruto just sighed at him. You're really weird. Then Ivankov poked his fingers and Naruto's chest. It sent him to the ground. Naruto got up and glared at him. What the hell was that for? Phew, it's okay. I wanted to see how strong you are. You're a lucky man tonight. Naruto glared at him. Why is that? You were about to go into that bar, right? Naruto nodded. Then that makes you the owner's 1000th customer. Congratulations, you get free food and drink. Announced Ivankov. Naruto had stars in his eyes. Really? Ivankov nodded. Then Naruto ran into the bar. Ivankov noticed that some other guys were going to walk in the bar. Sorry guys. We are closed for the night. Inside of the bar, Naruto saw someone with a green cloak sitting in the back of the bar. He saw the bartender and ran over there. He sat on one of the stools. That's when he noticed that the bartender looked weird, but not as weird as Ivankov. She had a white hair on one side and orange hair on the other side. She smiled warmly at him. How are you doing today, sir? Pretty good, miss. She giggled. You have good manners. My name is Inazuma. Naruto smiled at that. That's a good name, Inazuma-san. As Naruto and Inazuma were doing small talk, Ivankov walked in the room and started to whisper to the man in the cloak. Naruto sighed at that. Please don't make me hurt you, Inazuma. Inazuma had a question on her face. I'm not sure what you mean, Naruto-san. The person in the cloak and Ivankov looked at him. Getting free food is very lucky, but I'm never that lucky. Besides, I saw 2 men coming this way and they should be in here with me. Not to mention you have no customs, which means you wanted me in here alone. The question is rather, are you after my bounty or not? Questioned Naruto. All 3 of them were surprised that he figured it out. Then to Naruto's surprise, Inazuma turned into a man right before his eyes and had glasses on. Very smart. You're more powerful than we heard about. Ivankov started to laugh. Phew. Very nice. Come here and sit at my table, Uzumaki Naruto. We have a lot to talk about, said the guy in the cloak. He took off his hood. He had long black hair and had a red tattoo on one side of the face. Naruto narrowed his eyes. Why should I? I don't even know your name. My name is Dragon. Naruto nodded. I still get free food. Oh great. Another man that thinks with his stomach, complained Ivankov. Naruto walked over to the table and sat on the other side of Dragon. Ivankov was sitting next to Dragon. Inazuma had his glasses off and now was a woman again with a smile. She brought a lot of food and Naruto started to eat like there was no tomorrow. But you and Fisher Tiger did change the world just like Roger did. I already started an organization called the Revolutionaries. Our mission is simple. Destroy the world government, stated Dragon. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Why do you want them dead? Why do you? Naruto shrugged. Good point. Thanks to you. More people have joined us. I was hoping that you would join. Dragon asked. Naruto sighed at him. I'm not really a team player, but I will help you guys. I guess I will be a member of the Revolutionaries. They seemed happy that he said that. Ivankov gave him a serious look. I have very bad news, Naruto. Naruto keeps eating. What's that? You have a disease and it is slowly killing you? Said a serious Ivankov. Naruto had to stop eating. Please tell me you're kidding. Ivankov shook his head. When I saw you outside you coughed up a lot of blood. I knew that was not normal. So I used my powers to see what was wrong with you. Naruto remembered that he did poke him with his fingers. What's it doing? It's destroying your body from the inside. That's why you cough blood. Explained Ivankov. How long do I have? Naruto asked. Ivankov had a sad look on his face. A year at the most. Naruto slammed his fist down on the table and broke it. That damn Shinigami. She sent me here when I asked her not to, and then she gave me a disease. Naruto calmed down when Inazuma touched his shoulder. It's okay. We will help you overcome this. Dragon nodded. We should wait and see what happens to you health-wise before Iva helps you with it. Naruto raised an eyebrow and Ivankov explained about his powers. So is that how Inazuma-sen is turning into a man and a woman? Ivankov laughed at that. Phew. Inazuma is what every Akama wishes they could be. He is both. I was born this way and I was alone for a long time until I met Iva-san. Explained Inazuma. Do you hate us for being what we are? Questioned Ivankov. Naruto shook his head. No, I don't. Just don't change me into a woman. They laughed at that. Enough with the talking. We must get more followers to join our cause. Stated Dragon. As Dragon was talking with Ivankov and Inazuma, Naruto was beginning to think. He did not know what happened to all his loved ones. Do you know anything about the true history of the dragon? Questioned Naruto. Dragon looked over at him. No, I don't. The world government banned all research of history about how it was made. There are some people that might know. Who are they? There is an island in the West Blue called Ohara. There are some scholars that might be able to help you. Explained Dragon. Naruto got up. I have to find out what happened in the past. I hate to leave you guys, but Dragon cut him off. Don't worry about it. He said as he passed him a den mushi. Just make sure you stay in contact with me. Naruto nodded. I'm back. He started to leave when his sweat dropped and turned around. Where is the West Blue? Dragon nodded to Inazuma. Show him the way. Inazuma nodded and put his glasses on. Follow me, Naruto-san. We have a long journey. Naruto raised an eyebrow. When he is a woman, he seems to be very cheerful and nice. When he is a man, he's very serious. Inazuma looked over at him. Are you coming? Naruto nodded and followed him. Ivankov raised an eyebrow at Dragon. You're just going to let me do his own thing. You wanted him for the revolutionaries since you heard what he did at Mariajois. You even sent Kuma to test his power. Dragon nodded at all this. That's all true, but Naruto seems like a loner. I'm happy that he is on our side. I just hope when you help him, he won't die. I agree. He has to have enough will to live. Said Ivankov. Dragon just grinned at that. Finally, what took days? Naruto and Inazuma finally arrived in the West Blue. Inazuma handed Naruto a map. Just follow the map and you will be fine. He grabbed it from him. You're not coming to Inazuma? No. I have my own missions to do. Contact us soon. Said Inazuma as he started to walk away. Wait, Inazuma. I have a question for you. Do you know anyone named Zetsu? Questioned Naruto. No. Never heard of him. Why are you asking me about him? Inazuma asked. Naruto smiled at him. You remind me of him, that's all. Maybe you two are related to each other. I was born a freak and there is no family that wants me. So I have no idea. Stated Inazuma. Naruto nodded. I know what you mean. Be careful, Naruto-san. We need all the help we can get to bring the world government down. Said Inazuma. Then Naruto shook his hand and they went different ways. Naruto was running on the water when he came upon a ship. It was a marine ship. Then he had a grin on his face. He was going to take over that ship and sail the rest of the way to Ohara. When he got on the ship, he noticed that there was no one on board, but thought to his Rinnegan he could see that there was someone on the ship. Then the woman with a hat on her head came from behind and tried to shoot him with a rifle, but he dodged and took the gun from her. The woman narrowed her eyes at him. I don't know what you want here, demon eyes, but there is no treasure or marines on this ship. Naruto raised an eyebrow at her. Are you alone? Yes. I stole this ship and I'm heading to Ohara. She stated. Then he gave her a big smile. Really? That's awesome. That's where I was heading to. Then she narrowed her eyes. Ohara has no treasure. Naruto let out a big sigh. We got off on the wrong start. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. Nico Olivia. Why are you going to Ohara? She questioned. Naruto nodded at her. To find out the history of the world. She widened her eyes at him. Why would a pirate want to know history? Naruto sighed at her. I guess I have no choice but to tell her. The only ones that know I'm from the past are Tiger, Jinbei, and Crocodile. This might sound crazy, please hear me out. But that he told her everything about him and the ninja world. Olivia was amazed. To think I found someone that can unlock the true history. Then Olivia began to explain about the Poneglyphs and she even told him about Namaka being killed and the Marines heading towards the Ohara. We need to hurry so you can see the Poneglyph yourself. There is one down in the basement in the Tree of Knowledge. It's the very first Poneglyph ever made. Stated Olivia. Naruto raised an eyebrow at that. Why not just tell me what it says? I want to know if you can read it. She explained. Fine. Let's hurry up and get there fast. Said Naruto. What Naruto didn't know was he was walking into a war. Naruto and Olivia arrived in Ohara. They walked through the streets. Naruto noticed how peaceful this place was. Finally they got to the Tree of Knowledge and Olivia walked in first. She finally took off the hat she had been wearing. Her long white hair fell down her back. Naruto noticed how beautiful she was. Clover looked happy to see Olivia. I'm glad you saved Olivia. Listen, I don't have much time. The world government found out about us. All of you must leave this island right now. One of the other scholars shook his head. We can't go anywhere, Olivia. Our job is to make sure the past doesn't disappear. Olivia was shocked that he said that. Clover looked over at Naruto. Who is this Olivia? Olivia looked over at Naruto. She nodded at him to take off his hat. She suggested that he should wear a hat just in case someone recognized him. When he took off his hat, everyone was shocked. Clover looked at Olivia. Well, if he is here with you. I guess that means that he is not a threat. Naruto nodded. I just want to see this Poneglyph. Before Clover could say anything, Anther Scholar ran in the place. This is bad. A world government ship has just arrived at the dock. Olivia had a serious look on her face. None of you know me. Do you understand? She didn't wait for them to answer and she grabbed a shotgun. Clover raised an eyebrow. What about Robin? Olivia stopped in her tracks and turned to face him with a surprised look. She had taken the archaeologist exam and passed everyone's record. She is a true genius. She wanted to be smart enough to go with you out to sea when you came back, stated Clover. Olivia looked like she was about to cry. I can't let her become a criminal's daughter. I'm glad to hear that she is doing well. She was about to walk out the door when Naruto spoke up. So you have a daughter? The worst thing you can do to her is not to see her. I have been there and if I could meet my mother, I'd do it, stated Naruto with a small smile. Olivia didn't know what to say to that, but then again it's really none of my business. Olivia looked over at Clover. Please show him the Poneglyph. We can trust him. Clover nodded. Follow me then Demon Eyes we. Naruto cut him off. Just call me Naruto. But that Clover leafed Naruto to the basement where the Poneglyph was at. When they got there, Naruto saw the Poneglyph. It was huge. Then he widened his eyes when he saw that language that was written in the stone. Is there something wrong? Asked Clover. It looked to him that Naruto was looking at a ghost. Naruto nodded. I know that language. Clover raised an eyebrow. You do. Naruto nodded. Well, Olivia said you were important. I wish I could know right now, but I must help the others in dealing with the world government. As soon as you're done, you should leave. It will be safer for you, explained Clover. Naruto nodded and started to read the Poneglyph as Clover left the room. There is a big war going on. It seems that we are going to lose against them. They are calling themselves the world government. It also seems that they have called themselves kings, but they are not really kings. They made a dangerous organization that they claim to be fighting for justice. The world is in chaos and if the world government wins, there will never be true peace. We call ourselves the last of the Senjus. We lost everything in this war. I lost too much to care if I die or not. I lost my home, parents, and my lover. I'm counting on the next generation to end it all. I wrote more of these stones I like to call Poneglyphs. I hope they help you all. Keep going and I hope that anyone can figure out how to read this. They have the will of fire. It's a language that I know. I'm the only living person that can understand this. My name is Shikamaru. Naruto was terrified of what he just read. Flashback back when Jiraiya trained him for those 3 years. Man, I want a long day of training, shouted Naruto as he began to go to sleep. What do you think you're doing Naruto? You have work to do, stated a smiling Jiraiya. Naruto rolled his eyes at his sensei. Look at pervy sage. You said not to train at night and besides, you go peek at women at night anyway. Jiraiya grinned at him. That's true. I'm not going to just work on your strength or I'm going to work on your mind. Then he poked him in the head. Ow. I might not be all that smart but I'm not a pervert like you. I'm not a pervert. I'm a super pervert, yelled a happy Jiraiya. Naruto sighed at that. Why do I have to get crazy teachers? I guess the normal one I ever had was Iruka. Then Jiraiya got serious. I want to teach you a secret language. Why? I want to learn. Jiraiya cut him off. Do you want to be Hokage? Do you want to protect the Leaf Village? Do you want to protect your precious people? Naruto got a real serious face on. Yes. Then shut up and listen to me. Naruto just nodded. Usually when his sensei talks like that, it's time to pay attention. I guess the first thing to teach you is about deception among all the ninja villages, stated Jiraiya. Naruto raised an eyebrow about deception. That's right. A village will have 2 sets of groups that have different options to protect the village. Our deception is route that is led by a man named Danzo. Let's not forget the 2 elders either. Naruto nodded. I just always had a bad feeling about them. They are growing in power. Sometimes I feel the Hokage has no say in anything anymore. I don't get it. We all fight to protect the Leaf Village. Why do we not get along? Asked a confused Naruto. It's because they refuse to trust the next generation. That's why Tsunade and I came up with an idea. Say if something really important happens and I send a letter to the Leaf Village. The council will probably get the letter first, but I only wanted the Hokage to see it. So Tsunade and I came up with a good idea to stop that. What did you 2 do? Questioned Naruto. We decided to make a whole new language, answered Jiraiya. Naruto was shocked. Is that even possible? Jiraiya nodded. In fact Tsunade ordered Shikamaru to make a new language. Naruto was surprised to hear that. Shikamaru is without a doubt the smartest person to ever be born in the Leaf Village. Yeah. Even though he is really lazy. I'm sure he can do it, said Naruto. Jiraiya grinned at him. He has done it already. He was ordered to do it 3 days before we left the village. It has been only a year and he has already finished it. That is one amazing kid. Anyway, Tsunade has studied it and so have. I'm going to teach it to you. Naruto raised an eyebrow. So are Sakura and Kakashi-sensei learning it too. Jiraiya shook his head no. We decided it was only safe if a few of us could read it. Meaning Tsunade, and I can only pick one person to teach it to. Including Shikamaru. It's Tsunade, Shizune, you, and me. Naruto had no clue what he was talking about. Jiraiya could see the confused look on his face. Tsunade picked Shizune, and I picked you. We can count on you, right? Naruto gave him the thumbs up. I will learn it in a day. Believe it. I doubt that. It was hard enough for me. In order for someone to figure it out, they have to be really smart. Naruto nodded his head. Then to flashback, there was no mistake. That was the language that Shikamaru created. He said on the Poneglyph that he lost everything and said he was the only one alive that could read them. Did that mean that Tsunade and Shizune died? Did Shikamaru's family die? Who was his lover that he lost? The only person that Naruto could think of was Temari. Was she killed? He thought he could solve a little bit about the past coming here, but instead he just had more questions. He was cut off from his thinking as he heard people coming down to where he was at. The scholars and Clover were sitting in a big circle surrounded by 22 government soldiers. Olivia was captured also. Spandine was waiting for the men to report if they found a Poneglyph. Then to everyone's surprise, Nico Robin asked Olivia if she was her mother. Olivia denied she was her mother. Until Robin started crying about how she worked so hard to be an archaeologist and could read poneglyphs. This shocked everyone. I can't believe a kid like her can read a poneglyph. I need to call Gorosei back. Maybe we can use that kid. Thought Spandine as he called them back on the Den Den Mushi. This is Chief Spandine. I'm here to report that the demons of Ohara have been studying poneglyphs. They want to destroy the world and it appears that the criminal Nico Olivia had a daughter, she can also read poneglyphs. For the sake of justice, wait. I tell you the truth about what we were really doing. Yelled Clover. Hoping to save Robin and Alvia's life. Processor Clover. You are famous and it saddens us that you will go against the law and read poneglyphs. However, we will hear you out. Clover begins to talk about everything he knew about the past of the world government. Shoot him. Spandine shot Clover with a smile on his face. Clover started to hold his chest in pain and fell to the ground. Robin screamed and tried to help Clover, but her mother stopped her. Please, Robin. Just stay where you're at. Whispered Olivia with tears in her eyes as she saw her friend get shot. Activate the Buster Call. Destroy everything on that island. Kill all the scholars and that child that can read poneglyphs. Send Nico Olivia to impel down. She might know where Jaguar D. Saul is. Wait. Please spare my daughter. I do anything you ask of me. Pleaded Olivia. We take no pity for criminals. Does anyone have a problem killing a child? Spandine pointed his pistol at Robin. I don't have a problem with that. Sorry, kid. Blame your mother for giving birth to you. Robin closed her eyes waiting to be killed. The others think that he was going to kill Robin. Olivia hugged Robin tight and hoped to take the hit for her daughter. Then a voice spoke up from out of nowhere. I mind. Then Spandine cried in pain as his arm that had his gun had been cut off. The other two CP9 members were shocked. Naruto appeared in front of Olivia and Robin. Naruto? Yelled a shocked Olivia. Naruto glared at the CP9 members. Never take a child from her mother. Spandine glared at him and hit the golden Den Den Mushi. You will pay for doing that to a great man like me, Demon Eyes. The Buster Call will kill you all. Wait. Demon Eyes Naruto Uzumaki. We have been wanting to talk to you. Naruto eyed the Den Den Mushi. Who the hell are you? I don't like talking to people that I don't know. We are the Gorosei. Naruto nodded. So these people are in control of the world that Tiger told me about. I wish I could see what they look like. Do you have something against us? You attacked the Holy Land and now you're in Ohara trying to team up with the demons too. Shut up, freaking bastards. What did you guys do to the last of the Senjus? Questioned Naruto as he cut them off. The other in the line was dead silent. Spandine and the other government agents had no clue what he was talking about. The other scholars are shocked as well because a pirate could read the poneglyph. Olivia was not shocked. She was happy that she was right about him. He really is the one that can unlock the past. How do you know that name? What have you done to them? Answer me now. Demanded Naruto with a lot of killing intent. Everyone was scared of him. Even Olivia was. She never saw Naruto angry at all when she met him. The Gorosei just hugged up. Then everyone started to see cannonballs flying everywhere, causing a lot of explosions. One of them came at them and Naruto used a fire to block it. That could have hit me. Are they trying to kill me? Yelled a scared Spandine. Then he looked at Naruto. You will pay for this, Uzumaki. Then he started to run away. One of the CP9 members asked about Olivia, but Spandine said his life was more important. Naruto sweat dropped at that. They're supposed to be the good guys. Then Naruto was hearing big footsteps. To his surprise, a giant showed up out of nowhere. He had an orange beard and a gray shirt on. He also had pants that looked like they were damaged and had a cowboy hat on. It looked like that giant was about to say something to Olivia, but he saw Naruto standing nearby. Then he narrowed his eyes on him. Demon eyes. Then he attacked Naruto. Despite being so big, he sure can move, but he's not as fast as that guy Kuma, thought Naruto as he dodged all of the giant's attacks. Olivia screamed for both of them to stop. Olivia explained everything to the both of them. Forgive me, Uzumaki Naruto. I thought you were trying to kill Olivia and Robin. My name is Jaguar D. Saul. Naruto nodded at him. That's fine. We all have to get out of here. This is called a buster call. Meaning everything on this island has to die, explained Saul. Olivia hugged Robin. I'm so proud of you, Robin. I wanted to do this for a long time with you, said Robin as she hugged her mother. Clover stood up and watched all the other archaeologists run to the Tree of Knowledge, trying to save all the books. Olivia, take Robin and head to the evacuation ship before it's not late. Olivia shook her head. Robin has no bounty like I do. It's best if she gets on it. Robin shook her head. No. I just found you. Robin, I love you. I have something to do, but I promise we'll be together again. Take Robin, Saul, and make sure she gets on that ship, said Olivia as she started to have tears coming out of her eyes. Saul took Robin and started to run away with her. Live Robin, she screamed. Naruto glanced at her. Are you sure you want to die for some books? She couldn't look at him. It's my job to protect history. You left her when she was a little girl. Now you're leaving her again for some books. She narrowed her eyes at him. You just don't understand. I don't understand you, but I know how she feels. I had no parents and I was alone for a long time. All I'm saying is try to live for her. She nodded. You can get off this island without a ship, right? Yeah. Very well. I will help with the books and then we will escape and find Robin after that. He smiled at her. Sounds good to me. Then they heard some walking out of the smoke of where a cannonball hit. Then they saw a Marine. He had a Marine coat and hat. He was a big guy with blonde hair. Demon eyes. Uzumaki Naruto. My name is Vice Admiral Kamer. One of the 5 Marines leading this buster caller, I should say 4 since Saul betrayed us, he said as he stood in front of Naruto. What do you want with me? Asked Naruto with a blank look. Kamer smiled at him. Your head. He smiled back at him. I like my head on my shoulders. You can't have it. The others told me not to attack you without backup, but I couldn't pass my moment. By killing you I will get promoted to Admiral, yelled Kamer. Shisha, you're a funny guy, he said with a big smile. Kamer glared at Naruto. I will be an admiral. But that Kamer started to turn into a beast that looked like a rhino. I'm going to crush you with my own devil fruit power. Naruto looked over at Olivia. New plan. Go save those books and meet back up with me so we can leave together. Olivia nodded and got up. Be careful, Naruto, she said as she and Clover ran off. Kamer glanced at them as they ran away. Our mission is to kill every archaeologist on his island, but the others can do that. Then to Naruto's surprise, Kamer appeared in front of him and rammed him in the chest. Naruto was sent flying. Well, I didn't think he was that strong, thought Naruto as he got up. He noticed he was sent flying far away. Then he heard Spadine telling the evacuation not to pick up Robin, but to everyone's horror including Spandine, the evacuation ship was blown up. Naruto saw it all from the cliff he was standing on. Kamer appeared behind Naruto. That was Sakazuki-san. He is the best Marine that I know. Naruto turned and gave him a glare. Even when he kills innocent people. This is for justice, said Kamer with a smile on his face. But that they both charged at each other. Robin has never been so scared in all her life. Saul was frozen right before her eyes. He said that her Namaka will be waiting for her in the sea. Then to her surprise he laughed as he was killed by Vice Admiral Kuzan. For some reason she could not move at all. Her legs would not move. She saw Kuzan looking right at her. Kuzan had tears coming out of his eyes, but you couldn't see them because he had sunglasses on. Why did you give up your life for her, Saul? He thought. He just couldn't understand it. Then to his annoyance, Sakazuki showed up with Borsellino. I see you killed that traitor. That's good. Are you going to kill that child? Questioned Sakazuki as he pointed at Robin. Kuzan didn't even say a word to him. He looked at Saul's dead body. Sakazuki rolled his eyes. You're too soft, Kazan. Kill her, Borsellino. I really don't think I can do that to a little girl. Maybe you should handle it, suggested Borsellino. As he rubbed his head. You call yourselves Marines. Fine, I will kill her, stated Sakazuki as he started to walk over to Robin. His hand turned into magma. Robin was too scared to move. Die, demon, yelled Sakazuki as he dove his fist at her. Then out of nowhere, he got kicked in the face and flew a couple feet away. Naruto was by Robin's side. Kuzan widens his eyes. First Saul and now Uzumaki Naruto is protecting that girl. Does fate want her to live? Oh, I never thought we would meet again so soon, Demon Eyes Uzumaki Naruto. I was surprised, but to Naruto it looked like he was smiling. Sakazuki got up off the ground and gave Naruto a glare. You pirate scum. That's when they noticed Kamer still in his rhino form came running up to them. Damn it Uzumaki. It's my destiny to take your head. Naruto rolled his eyes and pointed at Kuzan. Great. Well, being that I already know 3 of you. What might be your name? Kuzan? Was all he said. It would seem that you're piloting with the demons to take over the… Naruto cut off Sakazuki. Shut the hell up. You guys know the truth. Can you take pride in this? It's for justice, Uzumaki. Someone like you can never understand. Answered Sakazuki. Borsellino and Kamer nodded their heads agreeing with him. Kuzan didn't say anything at all. For some reason they reminded him of Sasuke. He only cared about his revenge. They didn't care about anything other than the world government. Then he looked at Robin. Get out of here Robin. Robin widens her eyes at him. But I will be all alone. Saul said that I will find Namaka, but what if he was wrong? Naruto smiled at her. You shouldn't doubt him. It's impossible to be in this world alone. I've been there before. Remember what your mother said. Live Robin. Then Robin ran away. How touching, but that girl will die. Said a smirking Sakazuki. Then Borsellino formed a light between his hands and it shot out at a cliff and bounced off and hit the ground near where Robin was running. Naruto activated Sage Mode and summoned the Kusanagi sword. Then he cut the path of light in half stopping Borsellino from getting to Robin. Borsellino jumped back away from Naruto. Sakazuki glared at Naruto. I thought we got you. Naruto smiled. Borsellino had a small smile on his face. You're even scarier than before. Naruto ignored him. Well, it's 4-1. Let's do this. If you want Robin then you have to get through me. There is no way I'm letting that happen. Fine by me. You're very dangerous. We can't let a man like you live anyway. Then the 4 vice admirals charged at him. Sakazuki was breathing heavily. It looks like Borsellino was right about this pirate being this strong. There is no way he can be human. He thought as he looked at Naruto. Borsellino was breathing hard himself. He didn't understand Naruto's eyes at all. First, he had those really scary looking eyes. Then his eyes turned yellow using what the pirate called Sage Mode. Then he also heard from John Giant said he had red looking eyes. Now he was looking at them with clear eyes and Naruto had veins showing on his face. The only thing that the vice admiral thought was that this pirate was a scary monster and that he had to die for the sake of justice. Kuzan thought all this was just troublesome. He had to kill his good friend and now he had to fight this crazy rookie pirate. This kid knows how to fight. It's 4 versus 1 and yet we still can't get a hit on him. Kamer was hoping to kill Naruto by himself to get promoted, but he was really strong. What was the spinning thing he just did? Naruto surprised himself as he awakened the Byakugan during the fight. He got lucky enough to dodge all their attacks and did that spin move he saw Neji use a lot. However, he could feel his disease starting to act up. He really didn't know what to do. He did know that he couldn't hold them off forever. Then he saw the 4 vice admirals look behind him. That's another person who needs to be killed. Sakazuki said. Naruto turned around and to his horror he saw Olivia. Olivia. What the hell are you doing here? Run. Sakazuki smirked as he shot out lava that looked like a big red dog charging at Olivia. Naruto appeared in front of her and activated Susanoo to block the attack, saving her and his life. The 4 admirals jumped back as Susanoo's sword came crashing down near them. Kuzan jumped in the air. He shot out what looked like a lot of ice spears. Borsellino also jumped in the air. Yasukani no Magatama. He yelled as both hands started to glow yellow. Then he started to shoot out a lot of energy beams. The Sakazuki surprised the attacks didn't kill whatever that thing was. When he shot out some magma at it. He wasn't that surprised that it was blocked too. Kamer ran ahead to attack Naruto's Susanoo, but Kuzan prevented him from going any further. Kamer looked at him. Why did you stop me? That thing just stopped a lot of our attacks. We don't know anything about it. Let's wait and see what happens. Kuzan told them. Sakazuki hated it, but he agreed with Kuzan on this. Meanwhile, behind Susanoo, Naruto and Olivia were talking. Olivia, please, just run away. Said an exhausted Naruto. Let's escape together. She pleaded to him. He just shook his head no at that. You're the future Naruto. Stop it Olivia. I'm not supposed to even be here. I'm begging you. Please run. She shook her head. You're the key to unlocking the past. I told you everything about my past. It's up to you to unlock it. This is where it ends for me. Go and find Robin. Stated Naruto. You don't have to die for me. When did I ask you to save me? You barely know me and yet you want to die here. Why? Questioned a frustrated Olivia. He smiled at her with his big smile. I'm supposed to be dead right now anyway. I think saving you is the best way to die. Olivia decided to listen to him as she ran off. hoping he would be okay. Then Naruto started to have blood coming out of his eyes and started to cough up blood. Then Susanoo then vanished from sight. Sakazuki smirked at Naruto. It would seem that he is dying. It would seem you're sick, Uzumaki. Naruto. You're not dying on us, are you? Asked a carefree Borsellino. Kuzan stepped in front of them and looked at Naruto. By the looks of it, you can't use that power anymore. Plus, you seem like you're dying. Surrender now and we will spare your life. Sakazuki grabbed his colleague by his shirt. We will not show him mercy. He must die here and now. Naruto's vision started to fade. Then started to laugh despite being blind and in pain. Well, I must say. I never thought I would meet a marine that had some honor. Then he grabbed his sword and got up. He focused really hard and he was glad his vision was coming back. Kuzan forced Sakazuki to let him go. If you charge at us, then you will die. I've been there and done that. Besides, I need to kick her ass anyway when I see her again. So it's really a win and win for me. Stated Naruto with a smile. They all had a question look on their faces when he said been there and done that. Are you willing to die for Nico Olivia and Nico Robin? Questioned Kuzan. Naruto nodded his head. Sakazuki sneered at Naruto. A pirate for a child and its mother. That's just stupid. Since I'm going to die, I might as well take you four with me. Yelled Naruto as he charged at them without fear. Sakazuki smirked as he shot out a giant fist of lava. Naruto turned into Sage mode and jumped out of the way. Then he disappeared for a second because he was so fast. I don't have much chakra left at all. I gotta finish this fast. Naruto thought as he made his Wind Rasengan. Just about when Naruto was going to hit Sakazuki with it. In the last second, he grabbed Kamer and held him like a shield. Then Naruto hit Kamer with his dot, then there was a giant explosion. It made Borsellino and Kuzan both fly back on impact. Kuzan was disgusted by what he saw Sakazuki do. That son of a bitch. He used Kamer as a shield to save his own life. Sakazuki flew back as well. He was glad he did that or he would have died. Naruto appeared out of nowhere in front of Borsellino and slashed his stomach. Like Mihik did to Zoro, then he appeared so fast in front of Sakazuki that he couldn't follow his movements. Naruto had a grin on his face as he sliced Sakazuki's left hand off. That caused the Vice Admiral to cry out in pain. Then he went to cut off the Vice Admiral's head, but he hit a sword that was made out of ice. He saw Kuzan try to grab him, most likely to freeze him. Naruto caught his wrist to stop him. Kuzan thought they were at a stalemate, but to his surprise Naruto headbutted him hard, which caused him to fall back too. Naruto, still in midair, was about to use Shinra Tensei to take them out. He hoped it didn't hit Olivia or Robin. Then at the worst time his illness started to act up and Naruto started to cough blood. That was all the three Vice Admirals needed. Kill him now. Yelled Sakazuki as he shot out magma as the other two marines shot out their powers at him. But their combined powers Naruto didn't stand a chance. He was hit head on and flew up to where the giant hills were at. Then there was a giant explosion. The marines on the ships had to shield their eyes. What in the world was that? There is no way that could have been from a cannon. Said a marine. He's been one for a year now. That's because it wasn't cannon fire. That was a powerful attack that was done by the three Vice Admirals. Admiral Sengoku told me of this technique. That's if they all can get along enough to work as a team. I guess the pirate Uzumaki was so strong they had to use that technique. Explained Captain Brandnew. Then he ordered some of the marines to go on the island and check on the Vice Admirals. Kuzan was breathing heavily. He had blood all over the left side of his face. You fought like a true warrior, Naruto Uzumaki. Sakazuki was very pissed off. He lost his hand to a pirate scum. He ripped off his hood and tied it tight on where his hand used to be so it would stop the bleeding for now. He looked over at Borsellino who was on the ground. Are you still alive, Borsellino? I can't really move or I will bleed to death. I hope Uzumaki died from that attack. He was really scary. Complained Borsellino. There is no way he could have survived that. Stated Sakazuki. Just then other marines showed up. At Borsellino to a medic now. Ordered Sakazuki. What about you, sir? You're bleeding really badly. Sakazuki ignored them and looked over at Kuzan. We need to kill that woman and little girl that Uzumaki tried to protect. Kuzan wiped blood off of his face. I get the girl and you get that woman. Sakazuki nodded as they left to find the Nico family. The other marines grabbed the injured Borsellino and took him to the marine ship. Olivia couldn't find Saul's raft. What she was really worried about was Robin and Naruto. She already lost Saul and Clover. She was brought out of her thoughts when she saw magma blocking her way. Olivia turned around and saw Sakazuki 5 feet behind her. Did you really believe you could escape justice? Questioned the Vice Admiral. Olivia glared at him. Where is Naruto? Dead? Then to Sakazuki's surprise Olivia had a smile on her face. Naruto Uzumaki will never die until his destiny is complete. That damn scum is dead. My only regret is that I couldn't make him suffer for cutting off my hand. So you're going to take his place and suffer before you die. He explained as his right hand turned to lava. Then his fist dove in Olivia's chest. I missed your vital origins, but my power is very slowly starting to burn your insides all up. It will cause you to suffer and then you will die. Then he pulled out his hand and Olivia fell to the ground. Sakazuki was about to walk away when he heard Olivia trying to talk to him. He turned around to look at her. She was breathing heavily and had trouble talking. Mark my words, Naruto will never die. Still foolish to the end. Then suffer and die like a fool. Uzumaki is dead. He started as he walked away. Robin ran towards where she first met Saul. To her horror she saw Vice Admiral Kuzan sitting on a rock. Absolute justice. It's known to drive people insane. I decided to spare your life and allow you to escape this island. Just follow the ice path with this boat and you will reach the next island. I want to see what the child that Saul and Demon Eyes fought for will grow up into, said Kuzan. He held his head in pain from when Naruto headbutted him. Robin watched as Kuzan stood up. Remember this, I'm not your ally. If you cause trouble then I will be the first person to come and capture you, stated Kuzan in a cold voice as he walked past her. But my mother and Naruto are still on. He cut her off. Both of them died. You have the right to hate whoever you want, but you should feel lucky that you have your life. Robin got on the boat and went out in the ocean. She could see Ohara on fire. She started to cry, but remembered what Saul told her. To laugh even though you're in pain. Daresha shishi. Daresha shishi. Daresha shishi darish. Then Robin couldn't laugh anymore. She started to cry over the deaths of her mother, Clover, Saul, and Naruto. Kuzan was on his ship with a Den Mushi. He just finished giving a report to Sengoku. That's the report. Damn that traitor Saul and that Demon Eyes for protecting that girl. Send the injured back to Marineford. Tell one ship to stay behind and see what type of damage was done to the island. Soon after one ship stayed behind with 30 Marines there. They were waiting until the flames died down before going on the island. 1 hour later, Naruto crawled out from under the ground. He had been hit with the 3 Vice Admirals' attacks. He wasn't sure how he survived or got underground like that. He noticed he could see a lot better than what he could see when he was fighting the Marines. He also noticed that the island had a lot of smoke on it. How long he was out for. Where was Olivia and Robin? He ran off to find them. The Narutos he found Olivia at death's door. Oh my god. Olivia. He carefully picked her head up and sat her head on his lap. Olivia slowly opened her eyes and saw Naruto. She smiled at him. I'm glad you're alive, Naruto. Naruto was going into a panic mood. He didn't know any healing at all. We wished he learned them from Tsunade or Sakura. Who did this to you? A man named Sakazuki. He did something to make me suffer. Although, I don't feel any pain anymore. Hold on Avila, I get you some. She smiled sadly at him. I'm Naruto. It's too late for me. Do you have any idea where Robin is? He shook his head no. I just woke up. Please don't die. You're the future Naruto. I never thought I would be married again. For some reason you made me happy. I would pick you to marry me. He started having tears coming out of his eyes. You don't have to say anything. May I have one last request? Anything? He answered. Please protect Robin. I promise. I will protect her. Robin's father died when she was just a baby. She never had a father. I want you to be her father. She started with a small smile. I will. Tell Robin I'm sorry for not giving her any final words, as her mother. Change this world Naruto. But that Nico Olivia died in Naruto's arms. He started to cry like there was no tomorrow. The Marines on the island found a lake full of books. They were surprised that there were so many books. They decided to call it Sengoku Den Mushi. They then gave him the full report. I see. Good job then. Our mission was a success. The only bad thing is that a child named Nico Robin escaped. Before the Marines could see anything a figure walked out of the smoke and gave out a lot of killing intent. It's Demon Eyes. Naruto had been crying and his eyes were red. Then he went into a blinding rage. Sengoku could hear the cries of the Marine soldiers dying. What's going on? Answer me. But they couldn't as Naruto stomped on the Den Mushi, destroying it. There was one more Marine left alive and he was begging Naruto not to kill him. He even said he had a wife and a child. So did Olivia. Yelled Naruto as he attacked the Marine. The soldier was defeated in one punch. Naruto got on top of him and started to choke him. Please let me live. No. Then he crushed the Marine's throat. Then a rage-filled Naruto started to punch the soldier's face. After an hour of hitting the dead Marine's face. Although, you really couldn't even tell if the body was a male or female when he came looking at the face. A voice spoke up behind Naruto. I think he is dead, Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto widened his eyes and looked behind him. A woman with a white robe on. Her long black hair was in a ponytail. She had that same book in her hand when he last saw her. He glared at her with hate. You're that damn Shinigami. Well, that's rude, Naruto. It sounds like to me you are not happy to see me. Send me back. He demanded. Where? In my time, bitch. No. He glared at her. Give me back my family and life. If you don't, I will kill you. She raised an eyebrow at him like she didn't hear his threat at all. Family. Life. You never had those things. Well, I guess you did. There was your father. A man that sealed the Kyuubi in you when you were a baby. Oh, let's not forget your mother. She died the day you were born. There was also Jiraiya that didn't bother to take care of you when you were younger. Preet Tsunade was the same way also. You really have a pathetic family. That was the last straw for Naruto as he attacked the Shinigami. She smirked at him as she kept dodging all of his attacks like he was in slow motion. She also kept talking to him as he was trying to kill her. Or were you talking about Team 7? Let's see, there was Kakashi that ignored you the whole time. It took him a while to train you. In fact, it took Sasuke to leave the village and 3 years for him to teach you anything. When he did that, he had Yamato finish training you. Sasuke betrayed you and you couldn't stop him. You tried to make Sakura fall for you and you failed in that too. So either way you look at it, your life was pathetic. She explained with a smile. Shut the hell up. Screamed Naruto, then he fell over in pain as his fatal illness started bothering him again. After waiting a couple of minutes for Naruto to stop coughing up blood, she started to talk again. It seems all of your anger is out of your body and that illness is affecting you really badly. I have to say, I'm really surprised that you can still fight. Naruto looked up at her. Why did you give me this? She cut him off. I know what you're going to ask. Why did I give you this illness and why can't I control my power? Well, the illness is the reason why you can't control your powers very well. Although, it has nothing to do with your summoning jutsus. He raised an eyebrow. Let me ask you a question. Do animal summons live forever? Of course they do. He answered. You're wrong. Although, humans age faster than summon animals do. They still age. You do the maths. This day keeps getting bad for Naruto. If she was telling him the truth, then that meant Gamabunta, Fukasaku, Shima, Gamakichi, Gamatatsu, and the rest of the toads were all dead. On the plus side, they all died from old age. How is that a plus side? Questioned an angry Naruto. Never mind that. I shouldn't have said that. I know you've been wondering how you summoned the Kusanagi sword, right? I knew you would try to summon him in the middle of a fight. So I had you summon the most powerful ninja weapons in the replacement of toads. So in other words, if you try to summon Gamabunta, you're summoning the Kusanagi sword. She explained to him. Naruto sat up. It all made sense now, but one thing. Why did you give me the illness? Your body was not made for having 3 Kekkei Genkais. That's how you came down with your disease. Nothing can save you from it but me. She explained. What are you talking about? Even if you can fix it. Why didn't you fix it before you sent him here? Naruto asked as he stood up. I had to make sure you understood how the world government was and how strong everyone was. In other words, all the people you meet with are going to be big-time players and they are going to be a lot stronger than they are now. Besides, I saved you at the last second from those 3 Marines' combined powers. You would have died if I didn't save you. So I should feel grateful. Why didn't you save Olivia? Questioned an angry Naruto. My mission was to save you and no one else. It was her destiny to die here anyway. She explained. Naruto didn't like that answer at all and was pissed. She held up her hand for him not to talk. I need to get that sickness out of you. In order to do that I have to change your body. Meaning, I'm going to make you so powerful that everyone from your own time will be jealous of you. You will become the greatest ninja. My plan is to combine the Sharingan, Byakugan, and Rinnegan into one. The drawbacks? Don't even think of telling me there is none. There is always a price for power. Naruto stated. She smiled at him. Well, first it will take 5 years, but to you it won't seem that long. The other bad thing is you're going to be tortured. The pain would seem forever for you and you would wish you were never born. Also, you have a 1% chance of making it out alive. He gave her glare. I really don't like you. She just smiled back at him. Then he started to walk away. She asked where he was going. I'm out of here. I have no desire for power. Did you actually think I'm like Sasuke? Well, you're a very confusing human. Looks like I have to play my trump card in order for you to agree. Naruto turned around to talk to her. Let me guess. You're going to say that I'm going to die if I don't take you up on your offer. Well, you can shove it. I wasn't going to do that. You're a man that doesn't fear death. So telling you that will be pointless. She started with a small smile. In truth, she didn't think much of him. Just another dumb human in her option, but she was starting to like him. With this new power you can make Robin's life better and besides, we need you to be strong to stop the world government. All those people you fought are going to be big-time players and they are going to be a lot more powerful. We need you to become strong. Then to her surprise, he started to laugh. I may not know who you work for or what you guys want with me. I do know you need me to agree. I will do it if you send me back to my time. His voice was serious. I can't do that. Naruto looked angry. Then I won't do it until we come to an agreement. She sighed at him. Still living in the past, I see. I will give you two things if you agree with me. He raised an eyebrow. The first is I will tell you who the 22 kings that started it all. She stated. Damn it. That's what I came to this island for. Though Naruto. What's the second thing I get? The power I talked about. If you get it, you will not be weak anymore. You can save people that you care about. You failed with Olivia and Crocodile's crew. She started with a smirk. She knew he had him. He noticed that she didn't say anything about Robin. What about Robin? Is she alive? She nodded her head. She will live until you get back in 5 years. This will make her strong. She will have a hard life until you come back. Naruto hesitated. Do you won't stop the world government or not? Do you want them to have more slaves or would you like to have another Ohara incident? She questioned. Then Naruto got a serious look on his face. I will do it. Are you sure? I never go back on my word. Believe it. Then the Shinigami grabbed Naruto and disappeared. The world won't see Uzumaki Naruto until 5 years from now. At Marineford 10 days later. Sengoku was sitting in his new office. Gorosei just promoted him to Fleet Admiral. First, there was the Ohara incident. He sent more men to look at the island and found no trace of Uzumaki Naruto. They did find a lot of dead soldiers the Uzumaki killed. What he couldn't understand was how that pirate lived through that attack from the Vice Admirals. It was known to be the best attack that the Marines had on their side. The only problem was that they rarely ever got along. So it was really never used. For this young rookie pirate to make them use that attack was just plain scary. He talked with Spandine and the Gorosei. They decided to tell the public that the scholars of Ohara wanted to destroy the world and everything in it. They also told the public that Uzumaki was their leader. They gave Nico Robin a 79 million bounty and they also gave Naruto a 700 million bounty. Then to make matters worse. The flying pirate Shiki escapes and fell down. He called Garp on his vacation about it. He was told not to worry that Shiki wouldn't start anything too soon, but they needed to prepare for him when he decided to make a move. Since he knew Garp didn't want to become an admiral. He decided to promote Kuzan, Sakazuki and Borsellino. He had to talk to Sakazuki to calm him down. He wanted Uzumaki's head for taking his hand, but luckily Vegapunk was able to make another hand for the new admiral. He wasn't sure how the scientist did it, but he figured that the man was smart. The only thing bad about it was that it looked like a zombie hand. Borsellino had a large scar on his chest thanks to Uzumaki, but he doesn't seem to hold a grudge. Sengoku was a little worried about Kuzan since he killed a good friend. From what he could tell it doesn't seem to be bothering him. Finally this new pirate age was just starting out. He had been a marine for a long time and never seen so many pirates before in the seas. He just hoped that they could handle it. On the island Saboady archipelago. Inside the human auction house was Don Quixote Doflamingo. Disco ran up to him as Doflamingo was sitting in the back watching people get sold as slaves. Mr. Doflamingo. We got into trouble. Have you read today's paper? Demon Eyes Uzumaki and Demon Child Nico Robin are going to try and destroy the world. They declare war on the world. Marines, the government, and pirates too. What are you? He was cut off as Doflamingo started to laugh. Disco couldn't understand why he was laughing. It's so funny how everyone thinks of Naruto-kun. Lucky for me, he is my Namaka. Fufu. Disco and everyone else didn't know what he was talking about or why he was laughing. They did know not to question him or they would be killed without a second thought. Crocodile was walking past some townspeople and he heard them say that Naruto was destroying the world. He then killed them all with his hook and looked at everyone else around him. They were scared of him. Naruto is not that type of guy. Anyone think I'm wrong? Questioned Crocodile with a glare. Everyone shook their heads no. They didn't want to die. In the new world. The Whitebeard pirates were relaxing. They had a guest on the Moby Dick. Shiki the Golden Lion was on their ship. Both drinking rum. Shiki tried to get Whitebeard to join him, but he was cut off. If you don't cut your crap, I throw you overboard. Threatened Whitebeard still drinking. Shiki started to laugh. Glad you haven't changed ha. Then he gave Whitebeard a grin. I'm going to disappear for a while. I'm going to show hell to these newbies that call themselves pirates. Planning something again? Whitebeard asked in a bored voice. Yep. Do you want to know what I'm planning? Shiki asked. No. Was all Whitebeard said. Anyway, I'm glad I still came and talked to you, Whitebeard. You told me a great story about Demon Eyes Uzumaki Naruto. Stated a grinning Shiki. Whitebeard rolled his eyes. You do know that he is not going to join you. Besides, the world government lied about him wanting to destroy the world. Have a good Whitebeard and enjoy your age. said Shiki with a smile, and then he flew off thanks to his powers. The top pirates in this world are Shiki, Roger, and me. Roger is dead, and Shiki is going to disappear. I wonder what will happen now. It's time for the new age to come, and I wonder what the future holds for Uzumaki Naruto. Thought Whitebeard. Shiki was on an unexplored Grand Line Island. He was on a mountain looking down at all the monsters there. Indigo walked up to him. Have you found Uzumaki Naruto yet? Questioned Shiki without turning around. Indigo shook his head. He seems to have disappeared. He is a loner. That man only had 2 nakamas. Crocodile and Doflamingo. Our man said that Uzumaki was not with those 2. Chicken turned and looked at him. What about Nico Robin? That little girl knows how to hide. Was all Indigo said about it. You said my plan will take about 20 years, right? Indigo nodded his head. That's fine. Hopefully I can find Uzumaki or Nico Robin by then. I'm going to create hell on earth, hahaha. Stated a laughing Shiki. Indigo laughed with him. Thanks for watching my video. See you next time, till then sayonara.